Mic check on Jason, first you well. Mic check there.
Testing one. Hello, hello.
That's perfect. Yeah, voice made familiar. All right, Heather.
Testing, test.
Okay. Don't touch the boom.
Okay, that's right.
That's really noisy. Try again.
Testing.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to speak up a little. Yep. That's all the way up. You're gonna hear me speak a little.
Testing. How's that? Is that better? Try that. Is that better?
Yep.
All right.
Live from the I-10 corridor, it's the Dave Emo Show.
We're back at the Expedite Expo in Lexington, Kentucky at the beautiful Lexington Center, right off I-75, exit 115. When you pull off the exit, you'll go straight, one turn, you're in the lot. Parking is free. There are acres of it. Pick an acre, any acre. And it's a beautiful day, so take a walk. You don't have to worry about raining today up in Lexington. And Heather and Jason Hutchins are with us. They're expediters. And well, first off, Heather, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Dave. Thank you.
And Jason, welcome to you. It's good to have you.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
I watched your blog this morning, and you mentioned that you were going to be on the show, so I appreciate that, and it's good to hear you as well. I saw you, and now it's good to hear you.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to talk a little bit about the blog, or how do you say that? Is it just vlog?
Vlog or vlog? Well, a lot of people just say vlog, yeah.
Yeah. Well, vlog is a little too close to Vlad, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you're seeing the country, and it's interesting that you started the vlog just to basically kind of show beautiful scenes, because that's one of the benefits, and through the years we've talked to so many drivers that, make a habit and a hobby out of taking photographs, and some of them are really great. In fact, I've talked to more than one driver through the years that have made photography their profession, in addition to trucking out on the road, because they just got so good at it, and there's so much to see. And you're really taking that into the 21st century, of course, with the vlogging. But it started off as sort of like, here's a beautiful scenery thing, and then you kind of changed your emphasis a little bit.
Yeah. When we started out, it was basically just a thing for our families to see what we see out on the road. And then we wanted to take it a step further when EO contacted us about putting them on their website. So when that happened, we decided we wanted to do a little bit more informational videos to help people that are looking into getting into expediting. There's a lot of trucking 18-wheeler vloggers out there, but there was nothing really in the way of expediting.
Yeah, and we've talked about this many times through the years. And there's a phrase that I think really suits the expedite industry, and that is it's the ambulance service of trucking. And a lot of folks are a little mystified as to how you operate and what do you do and how do you do it. And what about that whole ambulance service aspect of it?
Well, like you said, we're emergency hotshot deliveries. Customer calls, they need us there within an hour to pick up a shipment, and we got to go nonstop to the drop to get it there. And a lot of times this is time critical, automotive parts that might be holding up the assembly line, or it's emergency type stuff. We've done everything from medical equipment for surgery to automotive parts to whatever the customer needs. We're there and ready to go at a moment's notice, kind of
a thing, yeah. And you kind of never know. One of the things about trucking is, again, through the years, you've got different attitudes. In fact, our own Tim Ridley had a topic.
and I really like that. And I just love the whole aspect of logistics, getting stuff for people who need it, ASAP. And it really became a love for the industry for me.
Then he suckered me into it.
I suckered her into it. I did. I said, come on, let's go see the country. I know we could do good, and we have done really good at it.
Well, Heather, is it too late to turn back now?
No. I mean, I will never go back to the 9 to 5 job again. That's for sure. Being out here, being our own boss, even though we drive for an owner, we're our own boss, and he lets us run the truck like it's ours. So, you can't beat that. And basically, getting paid to see the country. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah, the absolute freedom we have out here. That 9 to 5 is almost like doing a dedicated route kind of job. It's day in, day out, fighting traffic to get to and from work, and now we get to fight traffic to get deliveries done.
Well, Heather, you kind of mentioned something in passing that I want to kind of zero in on, and it's about the methodology that you guys have approached Expedited with. You didn't run out and buy a truck. You probably will, I understand, but you haven't done enough research, you haven't got enough miles behind you yet to really make qualified decisions, and that's a pretty smart thing to do. A lot of people rush into the ownership before they're really ready for that. But you did make some other major changes, like selling your house.
Yeah, we pretty much sold our house and everything in it. We had 2 cars, got rid of both of those, got 1 car, bought an RV. So now we stay in an RV when we go home. So we tell people we visit home and live in the truck. So we're more on the road than home.
We live in the country, but visit Waco every once in a while.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, trucking notwithstanding, but there is somewhat of maybe a movement or possibly a trend where people are feeling more and more tied down and even smothered by possessions, by things, by stuff. And a lot of people are trying to shed themselves of material possessions and going to a more Spartan life in regards to having a good life, not going up with a hermit or something.
Right,
a lot of people are kind of getting away from the possessions. You guys kind of feel a little bit beyond the freedom of the road and doing what you're doing. Does it feel good to kind of just not have all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We are strong believers of living debt free. It's almost a prison in itself to have all kinds of debt, big house payments, and ever since working check to check, how are we going to pay this next bill? Since we've been in expediting and on the road, we sold everything. We don't have a lot of possessions, and we live a happy life. We have money to go on a vacation if we need, and
we don't regret doing that one bit.
Yeah.
One bit.
So you guys have been out there expediting for about 3 or 4 years now. You do have a lot of miles behind you. Is it your goal, essentially, because expediting is also known as a real owner-operator world, and you know that. You've been in certainly long enough to understand that. But is that eventually a goal for you, or is that something that may or may not come down the line?
Oh, absolutely. We definitely want to own our own truck one day. It's coming in maybe a year or 2. We want to try to work on the vlogs a little bit, really dedicate to some of that. Then once we have the time to really dedicate to ownership, then that's definitely a big goal for us to reach.
It's definitely not something to jump into. These trucks, the straight trucks, they range anywhere from 170,000 up. So just for a straight truck. So it's a lot of money. It's a big commitment. We just want to make sure we're making the right decision and do it right. We don't want to jump into it.
Plus, it can be wishy-washy and loads sometimes,
Yeah, it's different than
election year coming up. It's kind of had us a little worried of how the freight's going to be moving, and so we're just kind of watching the economy and learning all we can about every aspect.
One of the things that I wanted to certainly get out here on the program is that tomorrow you're going to be doing one of the workshops at the Expedite Expo, but not so much about vlogging or even expediting, but team driving, pros and cons. One of you give us a pro, and one of you give us a con. I'm going to flip a coin.
Well, let's see. One of the pros for us is, being a team, you definitely get to do more miles. There's more money involved because you can do more miles being a team versus just a solo driver. You get the more miles. A lot of carriers also pay a little more rate per mile being a team. And with us being spouses, that money stays in the same household, so it's really good for that aspect. I think is a good pro.
I would say a con is probably the opposite. Being really out here on the road, it can get really lonely. I know we talk online to a lot of solo folks that they miss their families. They're don't have anybody to talk to sometimes in the middle of the night when they're trying to drive all night to get to their destination. And I think that's probably would be my biggest con, is not having somebody to be with and enjoy this great job.
Well, it's interesting you should say that, because this goes back 25 years into the big trucking magazines.
Welcome to Expedite Expo 2016 and our new home in the Lexington Center. We're glad you're with us today. Expedite Expo is presented by our title sponsor, Expediter Services. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Expediter Services needs teams to drive 2014 or newer equipment at the top tier carriers in the industry. Stop by booth number 235 today. That's Expediter Services booth 235. Thank you for attending Expedite Expo.
But tomorrow at the Expedite Expo, you'll be doing team drivers, pros and cons. That's at 9:30 tomorrow morning at the Expedite Expo in the Lexington Convention Center. I forgot what room you're going to be in.
It's going to be in the Elkhorn B room. B as in boy. Yes, sir.
Elkhorn B as in boy. Okay. And really enjoyed the vlogs that you guys are putting out. I know you're going to be putting out a lot of things from Expedite Expo. You probably already have to this morning.
Not yet this morning, but we've got our cameras out and we're filming.
We're filming, yep.
All right. Well, again, go to expeditersonline.com. Check out the vlogs from Jason and Kirby Hutchins. And, of course, or on YouTube, of course, you can go to youtube.com/The Crafty Trucker. Or, Jason, as you say, just Google The Crafty Trucker and you'll be there in no time at all.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
look great on camera. You do a great job. And
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very much
much
for having us.
us.
It's about 10 minutes till 10 o'clock Central Time here this morning. Dave Nemo with you.